Hello, everybody. Well, Q&A with the Hall of Famer himself, Ivan. How's it going, sir?
Good yourself.
Good. I'm going to be seeing you in a week's time.
Yes, at T.O.C. Supplies, 10-11 Kill
Supplies.
Street in Vaughan. Yeah.
That's right. So August 22nd, we're coming up to Ontario, Canada, I believe.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Toronto, Ontario. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of names.
Toronto, the city, Ontario, the province, which your equivalent is a state, and then Canada, of course. So yeah.
All right, there you go. So T.O.C. Supplies, if you want to join us, there's still tickets available. You just go to the T.O.C. Instagram's the easiest way. Click their description. It brings you to the Eventbrite page, and you get a free ticket, and it's free. So, I mean, if you're around and you can make it, go get that ticket. And we'll see you at T.O.C. next week with a whole bunch of people. Me, Yvan, Eddie, Josh V, and hopefully Pan the organizer. We'll see. Yeah. He's had he'll tell you about it on his channel later.
Yeah. Let's just say he had a little setback. So
he has a setback, but we'll see. Hopefully he makes it.
Oh yeah.
But if you want to start dropping your questions, let us know. And looks like Jamil is can't wait to see you guys next week at TOC. We'll see you there. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Ivan, what are you planning on doing at TOC? We're gonna answer a few questions, kiss some babies. You gonna do any demos or anything? What you got planned?
Probably no demos. Having done open houses at TOC, the crowd really does come out, so there's no time for demos, unfortunately.
It's just all
it's a
100% meet and greet.
Yeah, meet and greeting, answering people's questions, like you say, shaking hands, kissing babies, the whole thing. But never kiss babies. We never know. It could happen.
Never do that.
But shaking hands, shaking hands definitely. And just a lot of great people coming out. Great questions. TOC has a nice showroom. If you haven't been and you can't make it when we're there, go anyways. It's worth it. Think of it as a detailer's candy store. So, and it's well laid out. It's clean, well lit. I've been to some detailing shops that you're walking in these really tall aisles that you can barely fit through, and just things are jam packed in. No, they've got space. So it's a nice place and great people too.
And some of them stores have like a million brands, so you don't know where TOC does a good job of picking and choosing which brands come in the store, that kind of deal. So you can't reach for a bad product around there. It's gonna be
the owner Owen is very particular, and he, if he doesn't like the product, it doesn't come in. It's just that simple.
Yep. I can't wait to see it myself. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a long time coming. My first trip to Canada, so I'm super excited about it. It's going to be good. And also, we're running the Road to TOC sale to celebrate. For those who can't join us, you might as well take part in some fun. So we got 20% off Quiver, clean DIY detail, and all the quality microfiber lines in the store till August 22nd. So that's till next Saturday. So get your big savings on the website and enjoy, everybody. But we're going to answer some, we're going to put some A's to some Q's on this episode with Ivan. So go ahead and hit that QQQ, start dropping the questions, and let's get started, everybody. Tom's detailed instructions, QQQ. If I'm out of water spot remover, how much less effective would an acidic shampoo like Purifica be? What would you recommend to decon minerals if you don't have the water spot remover?
Ooh, if you don't have water spot remover, something like that will do, but concentrate it a little more. And always reserve your acidic, whatever it is, especially if you're, specifically going after water spots, to after you've done the rest of the wash and decon. So it's the last thing you do before rinsing and drying.
Yeah. So a tip is put it into a pump sprayer at 10-1 instead of your foam cannon.
Yeah, and, 100%.
Our acid shampoo that we'll come up with in a month or so will have that instruction right on the label for you, so you'll be able to dilute to use it as a designated WSR. Great question.
Good. And what acid are you guys using?
We're still playing around, finalizing the formula, but we'll see. I got a couple different versions. Checking it.
Okay.
Lactic acid one, and
acetic acid.
Acetic acid, yeah. And it's gonna be good. All right, starting some more questions. Here we go. T.H.O.R real estate team can't make it to TOC, unfortunately. That's all right. But want to coat my daughter's car for her. What's the difference between your coatings, graphene, and hydrate?
So we have the 1 and 3 year that have graphene in them. And the only reason graphene is there is for water spot resistance. The reason we don't put it in the 5 and the hydrate is after about 3 years, graphene starts breaking down and what you bought the coating for, the water spot resistance, because that's the only reason you want graphene in a coating, that water spot resistance is no longer as effective. Therefore, we don't put it in the 5-year and the hydrate. If you want the best coating you can get hydrate. It fills, it's easy to apply, it's stress-free application, meaning you apply it to the whole car, then worry about leveling it. You don't have to apply to one panel and go, oh my God, is it too late to level? No, just keep going. It's simple, it's stress-free, it's easy, and good results.
Star that one. Remember to put QQQ in front of your question so we know it's a clear question. Ivan, do you have any new chemicals you guys are working on lately?
Several of them. We have some, yeah, always, yeah. We have some type 2s and we have some new products to the line coming as well. But stay tuned for that.
Me and Ivan actually have a product testing video we recorded back in March. So if you go back on the T.H.O.R YouTube channel and look up DIY Detail, Ivan, product testing, good video of us testing a potential type 2 product in the future is on there.
Yeah, and yeah, that product isn't out yet. So
yep, still ain't out yet.
It takes a while. R&D is not something that happens overnight.
Yeah. 512 Detail, Brant, good to see you here. When is the next NV product coming out?
Hopefully before SEMA. So they'll be the last of the NV line, but there's one more NV product in the pipeline.
Yep. The NV line's been sensational. I had the mystery green bottle with the ceramic detailer. Yeah. Is it a sealant or a detailer?
It's both. We chose the name Detail Spray because it does so much more than being a sealant. Yeah. But at the same time, it has the strength, the stoutness, the whatever you want to call it, of a sealant. So
okay, perfect. And then we got the unexpected one that has become a staple in my garage. NV glass sealant is phenomenal. That's my final touch for all the glass surfaces right before sending the vehicle out. So fantastic.
Yeah, it's fun, easy to use, doesn't streak. You have to try to make it streak. And even people have tried, they don't really succeed. And plus that, it just works. And the more you use it, because it's not meant as a long-term solution, but the more you use it, it sort of stacks it's on itself on the glass. And just after 2 or 3 applications, that's when you really see the benefits.
Yeah. That's the great thing, is it can stack. So if you're using it on your vehicle weekly, bi-weekly, it's going to get real good.
Yeah.
Tweeter Bowling coming in. Jamie, the cleaner. Any more new chemicals you guys are going to drop since the revamp? Oh, yeah. So we're cooking up, like I said, we're cooking up the acidic shampoo. We're cooking up the neutral shampoo still, and working on just the final stages of finalizing a few formulas and then getting the labels pumped out. That kind of deal. But oh yeah, a lot more with Detail Co. is on the horizon. Shy Town Zale coming in. Anything new on the horizon as far as new detailing tools?
Yeah, we have a couple things. One is a new tire dressing applicator brush, smaller one for the low profile tires, and the LaCroix Cruiser. And stay tuned. I'm renovating my daughter's garage. The first part of it is on Monday on the DIY channel, and it's going to be a continuing series. And there's going to be a couple little videos attached to that anyone can do by themselves at home, no special tools, and at the same time, it makes it a lot of fun. One of them, the first one that's going to come out in terms of the special ones, is lighting up your garage door safely, easily, that you don't have to plug it and unplug it every time.
That's what I need.
Yeah, another one is a pressure washer enclosure. So they'll fit any pressure washer you want. You can customize it, but it's just sound deadening is the goal here.
I will be a big fan of both those videos, so I can't wait for those. I will implement those immediately. All right. Kayla coming in. What is the best way, this is a hard one, to remove paint from cloth seats?
Ooh, okay. If you know what brand and what model of paint it is, reach out to the manufacturer, because a lot of paints, what will dissolve the paint will also dissolve the fabric, because the fabrics are plastic. So there's not much you can do other than the good old fashioned way is you scrape away the paint with a razor blade, especially if it's a velour seat, which unfortunately we don't have anymore. They were actually pretty good. But anyways, and then you go underneath the seat or at the back where you can't see it, scrape off a little of the material and put it down with replace what you scraped away with the paint with what you scraped off the back. So you basically pull the lint or the fuzzies off the back, and then use a fabric glue to put it in place. That's the dealership repair, to get the car off the lot, and it actually does last.
Yep. Sam Squat, shout out to Sam over there on the DIY customer service. Any merch coming from T.H.O.R? Yum hat for a fellow with a large head like myself, for example. We're still working on merch, unfortunately. We will have a merch solution one day.
Yeah, we're working on it. When we were at the Oshkosh Air Show, Eddie started working on it, and he's still working on it. Yeah,
still working on it. It's an ever-evolving process of the T.H.O.R merch. I've been looking into the T.H.O.R banner, so we're working on it. Yeah. Victor, has Yvan tried any of the new detail coat yet? If so, what does he like the most?
I've tried the microfiber wash. Definitely a home.
Which one?
Yeah, definitely a home run there. Tried the waterless wash. Very good as well. Diluted at least 5-1.
Yvan likes his 5-1.
Yeah, 5-1 or 10-1. But yeah, using it straight is it could get a little streaky. But we were also, we were, in all fairness to it, very hot days in direct sunlight. But which is the worst case scenario for a waterless wash. The other ones I haven't tried yet, so no. But what I've tried is great.
DIY driven Dave, can 1 year be used on wheels?
Of course. Any coating can be used on wheels. And the 1 year is very simple because you can, start at the top, work your way around, and then level it. Again, you've got like half an hour, 45 minutes to level it. Same thing with hydrate.
Yeah. BK Pins fan, how to easily clean the area behind the spare tire on a Jeep? Oh yeah, that's a tricky spot.
Yeah. Remove the spare tire.
Remove the tire. Yeah,
it's 3 bolts. Yeah, it's 3 bolts. They're easy to come off, and at the same time, you can clean the backside of that wheel. Clean all in there. Fun fact: when Nick had bought his Jeep, we also took that off when we were coating his Jeep, and he had never removed a tire before in his life. So if Nick can do it, you can do it.
Boom. Chelsea Bailey, question. With so many ceramic sprays, toppers, sealants, and real coatings available, has the industry blurred the lines between the products there?
Everything is getting better. So sealants today are where short-term coatings were a couple years ago. Short-term coatings today, like a 1 year or 3 year, are where the 5 and the 8 years were 10 years ago. So yeah, it's just getting better for everyone. The lines, yes, they're a little blurred. You have to have a specific use case. So a sealant to me is something you use as a drying aid. It's not something you'd necessarily use for protection, but you can use it for beading. It doesn't have the chemical protection of a coating. The 1 year gives you the chemical protection, but not a lot of durability. But as a trade-off, super, super easy to apply. There's many different ways of applying it. Basically, just get it on the paint and level it. That's the only thing you need to know. And then as the coatings progress, you get more and more solid content. And that solids content is what gives you the durability. And in the case of hydrate, even filling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a short on the channel here that was taken at the air show where Sylvie and we carry around a panel of matte black vinyl and divided into 4. And there's 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, and 8 year. And you can clearly see the difference of filling between all of them.
Yeah. Great example there. Tweeter Bolin, Jamie the Cleaner. What other products are coming our way from T.H.O.R? Any collabs with other brands like Kativa is doing Mafra and Sonax? There is definitely a big collab coming and a new brand. So stay tuned. It's going to be a hot fall, Ivan. It's going to be a hot fall.
Yeah, definitely.
Gmail, what is a good decon soap do you have with detail coat? Well, our decon shampoo will fix you right up.
Yeah, now with the new names, it's actually easy to figure out what stuff is.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Simplify and straightforward naming with the detail.
The only name I miss is Renaissance, because Renaissance is French for revival, and that's what it did to towels. But the new microfiber wash does that even more.
Yep. I thought that was pretty clever with that naming scheme.
Yeah.
Chingy Blingy, how rough will Envy Glass be on my towels? Great question.
Not rough at all, but like any ceramic-based sealant, as soon as you're done using it, throw it in your wash bucket for a few minutes, wring it out, and then you're good to carry on.
Yeah, I haven't noticed any problems with my glass towels after. And like I said, I've been using a lot of NV glass sealing, so no problem so far.
Yeah, it's a different type of ceramic that, basically it works very differently than NV ceramic detail spray. The detail spray is going to clog your towels eventually, whereas the other one, you have to really soak your towels.
Yeah. Jamel coming in. Any recommendations to get a good clean on glass or glass cleaners you'd recommend?
Well, I like DIY Crystal Clear. I also like a rinseless wash, and it's more the towels and the technique than it is the liquid. The less liquid you put on the glass, the easier it's going to be to clean. The less chance you have of having streaks. The technique is just have nice, clean, short nap towels. And towels like the Liso weave that you guys have is great for windows. So is a tight twist loop like the Mr. Twister, and I like a pearl weave as well. And there's no right answer to the towel. It's whichever one you prefer.
Kapow. Daily driven, DIY driven Dave, have some leftover 1 year coating. Any recommendations on how to use it? Can I use it on wheels?
Yeah, you can use it on wheels. It's good for a year once opened. So don't worry, if you got other cars, neighbors, friends, appliances, household,
toilet,
refrigerator,
everything,
lawnmower, snowblower, you name it, coat it.
Lawnmower is a great one. Yeah.
Don't coat your kids though.
Don't coat the kids, no, or the pets, no. Yeah. Jamel, can the mix of all clean 15-1 Incredible Suds be used to clean door jambs?
100%.
Boom.
I like to spray it in, close the doors, and when I'm pressure washing the outside, I aim the pressure washer in the crack between the door and the fender or whatever, and that sends the water in, swirls it around, taking the all clean and the dirt away with it.
You come in and mop them up during the drying process. What's you squirt a little waterless wash in there, detail spray? What you using to protect the door jam?
To protect the door jam, whatever I'm using for the outside of the car, unless it's a coating. If the customer paid for the coating inside the door jams, of course. If the customer's not paying for the door jams, then a waterless wash is a good quick way, or NV detail spray.
Yeah, I love using the waterless wash with protection in that scenario. Yep. Brew Bry coming in. What future products are you most excited about?
Ooh, future products. So we have a carpet cleaning solution coming, and it's not revolutionary, but the way we're presenting it is a little different. And it basically, I've never been a fan of extraction. I've never been a fan of extractors. With this, it really removes the need for extractors.
Interior line is what I'm smelling.
Yes.
Nice.
So we have actually three interior products coming, hopefully before SEMA.
Okay.
Or at SEMA, one or the other.
Can't wait for those. Jamel, have a dirty headliner. He's going to need some interior products, but I don't want to soak it with any chemical. Sounds like the DIY system's going to help him out. Any simple tips on effectively cleaning a headliner?
Yeah, short nap microfiber towel like the Dirty Boy. Spray onto it, interior clean and protect, or rinseless wash. Not on the headliner, just on the towel, and lightly rub. Headliners do not like moisture. They do not like pressure. So be very gentle.
Yep. I always start out with the headliner with a rinseless soaked little towel. Give it a good wipe. Hopefully that gets it. Because the great thing about headliners is the gravity's on your side, so the stain that hits it should be still close to the surface.
Yes.
Yvan K DIY Detailing EU. Shout out to Yvan. LaCroix Cruiser ETA. You know what
hopefully before SEMA as well.
All right. You gonna be heading his way or something?
No, the LaCroix Cruiser, meaning the little kneeling cart that we roll around on.
Oh, that thing. Really? So it's finally might get into production?
Yep.
Beautiful. I forgot about that thing. Chelsea Bailey coming back in. How important is the detailer's ability to recognize when a vehicle isn't a good candidate for a ceramic coating? Is doing so the mark of a good detailer? Great question.
To me, every vehicle is a good candidate for ceramic coating. Unless it's like a patina truck that you've got rust and stuff everywhere, then no. But even the customer that says, I'm taking my car through the car wash every day, they can still benefit from a ceramic coating. The benefit will come in their car is going to come out of the car wash cleaner. The car wash is going to do less damage to the vehicle. And at the same time, they may not need to go through the car wash as often, saving the vehicle. Now, will the coating last its desired lifetime? No. And that is a good use case for the 1-year coating, is to tell the customer, look, you want this? Great. We'll just decon your paint, put the coating on. We'll see you in 6 months. We'll decon, we'll put the coating on again. And it's simple, it's easy. Instead of using a drying aid at the end, you just dry the car and apply the coating. On the DIY channel, there's an old video when we, one of the last videos with the little Fiat, we took that car through 74 brush car washes.
Dang.
Yeah. And you know what our car looks like from behind the bus, Jamie?
Yeah.
So imagine that going into a car wash.
Not good. Tom's detailed instructions. Will the new tire brush have shorter bristles?
No. Same length of bristle, but different shape of the brush. Exactly the same bristles.
Mike Kaufman coming in. How to get stubborn sunscreen off interior. Yeah, that can be a problem sometimes.
Trade the car in. So no, interior clean, protect, or rinseless wash first. 70% of the time that will take care of it. Then step it up to all clean at 30-1, but do the other one first, whether it be one or the other, and then step it up to all clean. Use our interior scrubbing towel. I know you have the mic, or something like the the little scrubbies that they sell. What's the name? What do you guys call them?
Ninjas.
Oh, Scrub Ninja. Yeah. So that's going to work, and be patient with it. The sunscreen will, through multiple washings, come off anyways. But if you're, if it's a customer's car, or in Mike's case, it's probably his daughter's car, that he wants to get it off of, then yeah, just go at it a little harder, but start soft and work your way up.
Yeah, dab a little cleaner, but let it sit there a little bit. Dwell time.
Yeah.
Let it eat
there's no magical solution.
Yeah. Chi-Town Zale, any plans for another meet and greet in Woodridge this year? Oh yeah, so that's the Thor's birthday party.
September 21st.
September 21st. We're going to be in your town once again, sir. So we'll see you there at September 21st. Thor's birthday party. It's going to be
and there'll be a lot of people there.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
It's a Monday, so if I know Zal is retired, but anybody else that is in the area, is in the vicinity, take Monday, September 21st off. You're not going to regret it. Schedule it now.
Tigerberg Slim. I recently saw a video that said beading is not as good for your car if you park outside because you can cause water spots. He suggested protection that sheets would be better. What are your thoughts?
That wasn't me. But anyways, no, basically beading and sheeting are the same thing. It's the quantity of water that affects whether it beads or it sheets. If you take your pressure washer with a 25-degree nozzle, spray it on, it's going to bead like crazy. And if you just take the nozzle off your pressure washer, do the same thing, it's going to sheet off the water. Rainwater does not cause water spots. So out in the rain is not a problem. Now, if you have a lot of dirt on your vehicle and there's minerals in there, then that can cause the water spots, but the rain itself won't cause water spots. Keep your car clean, wash it once a week. You'll never have a problem with water spots, and towel dry. Do not blow dry your vehicles. Towel dry first, then blow dry cracks and crevices.
Ruben Harris coming in. Ivan, from the outside looking in, what are you doing? Looks like a capstone in a long career in and around detailing. Is this the case? What's been the most fun for you? Great question.
DIY detail, definitely. Building the franchises was a lot of work. That was also a high moment. Our goal with the franchises was to get to 10 million in sales, and we doubled that. So that the yearly sales were over 20 million when we sold the franchise. So it was a good, we accomplished something there. But DIY is more of a passion project. I'm retired, technically speaking. That's why I only work 60, 70 hours a week. But so I'm technically retired, and this is, like you say, my capstone, or my, this is a fun project for me.
Chi-Town Zale coming back in. Any recommendations on an automatic hose reel that won't break the bank? Automatic hose reel.
Yeah, so fix fans. Now, fixed fans is around $200. They have a lower cost model. The black one that they have, what's his name? Keeve has many videos on it, but basically instead of one arm coming out and then you have the the little hook where the hose goes through, it has two arms holding that up, so you have a lot more stability with it. But other than that, there's nothing really uh, spectacular about it. Will just set one up as well. Will's Ride Care. I think he had a video earlier this week where he used the same one. So it seems to be the popular one in the industry. We'll put it that way. And it's around $200. Fix Fans has another one, a smaller gray one that I think is around $120. So that might be something to look at, especially if you're not using it every day.
Boom. So where's Keeve at? Keeve, drop it. Drop the link. Becca Green, will you be stopping by Keeve's house to dress his new BMW tires?
First time I see that BMW, it's getting dressing. Whether he wants it or not. No, Keeve actually warmed up to dressing a little bit. After we dressed the tires of Heidi, he wasn't pissed off. We'll put it that way. So, but yeah, I think he put some on his Telluride as well. Not sure. But anyways, he no longer has the Telluride. He just has the new BMW, or new to him. And he does have YouTube money, but YouTube money isn't that good, so that's why he bought a used one. But yeah, no, definitely. Keeve, I'm hopefully going to be going to Atlanta sometime in the January area, and we'll hook up then.
Boom. Brian Russian, what are y'all's favorite sheeting coatings? Have you have a new used black LX 570 coming next week, and will polish coat before the end of the year?
Again, any coating is a sheeting coating. It depends on how much water you put to it. And any coating is a beading coating. It depends how much water you put to it. So they're both forms of hydrophobics, and coatings are hydrophobic naturally. So it just depends on the quantity of water you're using.
Yep. And if you want a deal, T.H.O.R has T.H.O.R Slim still in stock. Not very many left, but a crazy deal. And they have that hybrid performance that would make you happy for sure. Easy to sheet with those coatings. David Boyce coming in. Ivan, how far are you and Sylvie from developing a coating that self-loads? You don't have to wipe off.
I've been working on that for 30 years. But leveling is actually an important part of the coating application. And even I've had on the roof of the Escape, as an example, we recorded a video with another content creator. The video is on their channel. And when we coated the roof, half of it I coated and he leveled. The other half I coated, he didn't level. There was no high spots because the coating basically self-leveled. But since it wasn't leveled, there was also no hydrophobics. So it was a dead spot. Same thing on the Jeep we used to have. There was a square on the back door that had zero hydrophobics. We look back at the footage and it just didn't get leveled in that square. So leveling, unfortunately, is an important part. Now, we've tried to make leveling as easy and as painless and as stress-free as possible, especially with the 1 year and with the hydrate.
Jay-Z coming in on the subject of glass. Can I coat glass in Envy and Top with the Envy glass sealant?
Yes, you can, but it's not going to be as you're not going to get any better performance out of it. Just on glass, use the Envy glass. The Envy ceramic detail spray works great. Envy glass sealant works even better.
Samuel coming in. Can you explain why when I clean interior glass, I see blotchiness when it's wet, but once it's dry, it's crystal clear. No matter how hard I scrub, it doesn't go away. So when it's wet, he sees a little blotchiness going on. What do you think that is, Ivan?
It could be refraction from the glass itself. So the way the light is going through the glass and the moisture on it, you may be seeing you're changing the refraction index of the glass because of the moisture on it. You'll see sometimes on some vehicles, you look at it a certain way and the glass looks like it has a blown up fabric texture to it when you get it wet. Mm-hmm. Same idea.
There you go.
But as soon as it's dry, it's good. And normally you drive around with, especially the interior glass, dry, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Chelsea Bailey coming in. Question: How long can Envy be kept in the gallon container?
Years. just keep it closed and don't let it freeze. Don't let it get over about 130 degrees.
Yeah. Temperature control is key.
Yeah.
With any product.
Yeah. With any product.
VTKPWR coming out with a great question. What soap do you use for your dishes?
Dawn Power Wash. Dawn Platinum. Sorry.
Yeah. Good old Dawn Platinum. Power Wash is pretty good, though. I like that, too. Tiger Berg Slim coming in. QQQ. I recently saw a video that said beading is not good for your cars parked outside. Oh, is this a repeat question? Is the protection at sheets better for outside parking? What do you think? What protection you going with for outside cars?
I'm going with Hydrate. 100%.
Coated up with the strongest thing you got.
Yep.
And I think show winning wax would be a good implementation in this.
Yeah, show winning wax doesn't bead as well. If you on Pan's channel, we did a comparison of 8 different waxes on the hood of my car. Yeah, and it's still, I can still see where the squares were. But the show winning wax is the one that actually beaded the less. And that's not by design, but beading was definitely not a priority when we designed that. Filling was a priority, and that we got.
Boom. Cars with Keith coming in with the troll question. Which brand should I buy? Keep hearing DIY, Clean, Quiver, and T.H.O.R are all the same, just different scents and colors. That's what you know. If you on the Reddit, yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's a Reddit
say some
thing.
Interesting things.
Yeah. No, they're not the same. I know, Keith, you've tried different iterations. They're all different. When people actually do compare them side by side, they are different. When you read the SDS sheet, they can look similar, because on the SDS sheet, we only put the ingredients that can endanger your health. There's a lot of other ingredients in things that are not listed on the SDS sheet because they're not relative to your health. So I wouldn't I don't put any strength in that, because I know it's not true.
Texas money. Can we get DIY show winning wax on Thor store? So what's going on with show winning wax?
It's been it's out of stock, so we're just waiting for the next batch.
Yeah, so it's probably in draft just on the store right now, because when stuff goes out of stock on Thor, we make sure it drafts so we don't have any oversell problems.
Yeah.
Adamo's Garage. Advice for dealing with dried egg. What in the world? How did you get egg? Or that's probably a client or something. That is a few months old, and that is etched the paint.
If it's etched the paint, it's etched the paint. There's nothing you can do. And normally, if you look at it with a microscope, it's actually etched down to the primer. And when that happens, repaint is the only viable option to get it like new again. But you can either lightly polish and coat it just to at least protect it so it doesn't damage more, or you can do something like Regloss, which is a wipe-on clear coat that you can spread on there, and that's going to help a little bit too.
Regloss is phenomenal. Dark Dragon, any plans for a new revision of the rinseless? You cooking up any updates over there?
Everything is always being revised. So we haven't come up with anything better. Therefore, we're not coming up with a Type 3. But yeah, everything is always on the chopping block.
Chelsea Bailey. Question. Yvan, would you do a garage audit critique of a garage that isn't set up functionally yet?
100%. There's some on the channel that are that way. So yes.
Yeah, mine. So he's done mine twice. So that's a pretty good example.
No,
I will say I've been updating my garage. Yvan, think you're gonna like it next time you come.
Yeah. Good.
It's gonna be nice, sleek, and efficient.
Excellent.
Except the lighting situation. I need you to drop that video on the garage door light so I can fix that, and the loud pressure washer. Tiger Bird Slim. I need DIY detail DTO stickers for my locker, buckets, laptops, and lunchbox. Come on, guys. I've been down since day one. Just got Tig, Jamie. Okay, Tig, gotcha. I got you. All right, stickers.
On the 21st, when we go to our warehouse in Woodridge, there's a good chance there might be stickers involved.
No, for sure. Because our facility has a sticker function where we can print stickers on location. It's just hard to line it up and they don't have barcodes or nothing, so we can't add them to the website. So but when we do meet and greets and stuff, we'll have stickers for you for sure.
Yeah.
Guardian, Yvan pressure washer still in litigation. Biobomb scent bar collaboration still in R&D. What's going on there?
Yes to both. So.
Yeah. Rich Beach, will you and Nick be at T.H.O.R in September?
Nick for sure. Myself, it's still up in the air at the moment.
You will be in Canada around then? Where's the LaCroix cruiser travel plans this fall?
Well, we're going to Iceland in a couple weeks. So this week we go to TOC.
Yep.
Then Monday, Tuesday, we're going to, after TOC, doing a training in Pittsburgh. I unfortunately forget the name of the place that we're going to, but it's a DIY and T.H.O.R distributor. And then from there, we're flying to Iceland. So parking the bus somewhere in New Jersey and then flying out of JFK to Iceland for 2 weeks for a long overdue vacation. It's been about 25 years. And then from there, we're back. And that is where we're up in the air. So we know we'll be somewhere in New York State around that time, but we'll try to make our way to our friends at T.H.O.R.
Excellent. QQQ, can you recommend an extractor and steamer?
Yes. Rent one.
Don't buy one, huh?
For the few times you'll need it, rent it. And for steamer, in our shops, we had very, very expensive steamers that I imported from Italy. And, the whole thing when steamers were first getting popular, after about a year, they sat in a corner. They didn't get used. They rarely got used. Now, we did have a steam pressure washer. That was a completely different story. That one we used a lot. Nice. So that was 330 degrees Fahrenheit, roughly around 500 PSI and half a gallon per minute. That we use for melting snow off cars in the winter and also for engine bay cleaning. So we do for the dealerships, if there's rust proofing inside the engine bay, and you people down south don't know what I'm talking about, but those up north will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like a waxy substance all inside the engine bay that they put there to prevent rust. The dealerships wanted us to remove that when cleaning the engine bay. That way they could sell protection again to the customer. So on a used car. Therefore, we had to find a solution. That solution was the steam pressure washer.
That sounds nuts.
Yeah. Also great for door jams.
Yep. I'm a steamer. I'm using Aquavac right now. It's been phenomenal. Extractor. I've never owned an extractor. I just have a dry vac with the nozzle for floor mats. Yeah. Troy coming in. I support the brand. I suggest the brand to my friends and family. I buy the products. I watch the content, but he hasn't been approved in the DIY Facebook group. What gives?
Because you have to answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, it doesn't even make it to the admin. It doesn't make it to the moderators. Facebook, after an hour, if you haven't answered the questions, it flushes your request.
Nice. Seth, is there a link to the keg Yvan uses whenever you guys do a rinse and wash?
So the stainless steel keg was done by Scott Graves. He's no longer making them. And the other company that was making kegs no longer makes them either. IK, you can always use an IK sprayer, or the plastic one that I use is actually a Pump Zero. So it's a Scott's sprayer with a battery powered top. That, for $60 or $70, whatever it was, it works great. No need for a compressor, no need to pump it up. Just press the little button, off you go.
Boom. Matthews, mobile auto detail coming in. How do you manage making sure the fabrics and floor are dry for customers after doing an extraction? Great question.
Right. I start by not doing an extraction. Secondly, if you are doing extraction, then get some air movers and put them in there and keep the car overnight.
Yep, air mover. So air mover, what is that?
A very concentrated fan. There are some that are on 4 legs. It's like a big fan on 4 legs that you sit on the seat and it just blows air down onto the seat. There's some that look like a squirrel cage and it shoots out the end. Basically, you just want to get air moving in there. If it's a colder time of the year, put the car outside, let it run with the heat on and the windows cracked. But Again, the less moisture you put in a vehicle, the less moisture you have to take out of a vehicle, and it's very rare that a car actually needs extraction.
Brian Russian coming in. If you use a spray and rinse foam or spray every wash or two, is it almost as good as an actual ceramic coating? If not, what benefits would you get doing an actual coating?
So not as good. It's as good in terms of beating. It's as good in terms of sheeting. It does provide gloss, et cetera, et cetera. They don't provide the chemical protection that a coating can. Especially, you're not doing the full prep when you're applying those. So the ceramic is just sitting on top. It's not going into the paint like with a ceramic coating that we've polished and we've used app or paint prep, and it's just absorbs into the paint. Those are topical sealants that are just topical, and again, they don't have the chemical resistance because they don't have the solids content that for the bird droppings, for the we'll go back to Adamo's egg, or for bug guts, things like that.
Matt, have 5-year ceramic coating that's been open about 8 months. Is there any way to tell if it's still good?
So if it's still liquid, it's still usable, but you won't get 5 years out of it. What happens is when you open a coating, when the coatings are packed in the factory, inside the bottle, the little space that's there is actually not air. We put in an inert gas. Back to your welding days, Jamie, argon. Yeah. So, and then it's sealed. That means that the coating is not exposed to moisture. When you open a coating and you're dropping it out, et cetera, you're exposing the contents to moisture. The more air that gets in the bottle, in other words, the more liquid that comes out, the more air you have in, the more moisture you have in there. And it's that moisture that slowly starts making the coating react. Now, the coating, if it's still liquid, it's still going to apply, it's still going to do its thing, but it's just not going to last as long because some of the components have bonded together instead of bonding to the paint. And please do not put coatings in the refrigerator. This is something that was started many years ago, and it's a tradition that's been kept up for some reason. But putting a coating in a refrigerator is a great way of actually getting it to not last longer, to actually last less longer. Because what's happening is when you're putting it in the freezer, you form condensation. When you take it out of the freezer, it forms condensation. That starts hardening up the coating even more.
Suave. Hey guys, how do you apply ceramic coatings to the glass of the vehicle? Just watched Josh's video and Nick do the Youngster before and wondered that. Also, what are detailers charging for a full ceramic job?
Yes, put the ceramic coating on the glass. That's great. As far as charging, you're going for at least $125 an hour. That to me is sort of a minimum wage for a detailer, for a detailing business. Sorry. And then from there, look at what's around you and try to be close to the most expensive, if not the most expensive. Raise the bar instead of lowering it. What are you charging in your area, Jamie?
Yeah, I can get it done for about $1,200. Mid-sized car.
Yeah,
so a little cheaper for a sedan, a little more expensive for a bigger.
Yeah, for me, when we had our detailing business, so we sold it in 2019, so 7 years ago now. We started at $1,800 and went up.
Keith says, wait, Pan says put his in the freezer. Mine has been there since launch day. So different chemistry, to your coating manufacturer.
Could be, it definitely is a different chemistry than ours. But generally, like I say, a lot of people have been saying that for 20, 30 years now. And I can tell you exactly where it started and why it started. And it was with OptiCoat when it was in a syringe. The difference between OptiCoat in a syringe and a glass bottle or an aluminum bottle is in the syringe, you expel the excess air out of the syringe before putting it in the freezer. There's no air for the coating to react with. When you're putting it in the freezer, you're creating moisture. When you're creating moisture, you're curing, or that condensation, you're curing the coating.
Jay-Z, how many hours is that? Jamie, I usually 6 to 8, somewhere in there.
Yeah, for us, it was 4. So one technician was tasked to do 2 cars a day.
Sadie coming in. I just got the DIY interior ceramic. Any special instructions to install it? I am planning to use Express to clean the areas first, then apply interior ceramic. Can I coat the steering wheel?
Yes, you can coat the steering wheel. I have no experience with Express. Jamie, you might be able to speak to that. Does it leave anything behind?
No. It's pure cleaner, so it's good.
Yeah, in that case, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
My preference is rinseless wash or interior clean and protect, but use what you've got. Just make sure that it's clean and dry, then apply the coating. I like to use our foam applicator to apply it to all the hard surfaces. If you're applying it to the fabric or to the carpet, spray it on, brush it in with an upholstery brush, and let it sit for half an hour or so. Spray and brush in the other direction, just to work it into the fabric or the carpet. For all the hard surfaces, leather, plastic, vinyl, aluminum trim, piano black trim, your infotainment screens, coat them with the applicator, level it with a towel, just like any other coating.
So here's a great example. Pan did say put his in the freezer, but which he did, and it's fine, but he put Kronos in a freezer and it froze. So like Ivan saying, it depends on how much moisture, once you crack that bottle open, is getting into the bottle, is what it comes down to. Ruben coming in. Questions from Overthinkers Anonymous. I am always questioning putting on a lower tech dry aid on top of a higher tech based coating. Can you provide context on when to be concerned versus not? Great question.
So the drying aid should be a sacrificial layer. So you have a coating that's down. The coating is there to provide protection. The coating is there to provide the chemical protection. The drying aid is there to help until the next wash. So it's, even if you're using like our NV drying aid, you can use quick beads. You guys have a drying aid. There's a lot of them out there and they all work. I wouldn't be concerned as long as you enjoy the hydrophobics of the topper you're using or the drying aid, because there's some that will actually, you're coating beads and sheets beautifully, and then you put a topper on it, it's not so good anymore. So if that's the case, no. But a good drying aid should enhance or at least maintain the level of beading, etc. of your coating.
Yep, and the gloss.
Yeah.
The occasional detail, but going back to purpose of a pure drying aid, reduce that friction from the towel to your protected surface, clear coat in general.
Yeah, 100%.
Occasional detailer, iconic one. Any wipe on clear a consumer can buy. Have like a 4 to 5K car that is looking to be sold, but the clear on the roof starting to go.
Regloss.
Regloss, yep.
Yeah, so I think the website is Regloss USA, but guys out of California, his name is Dan. He's got a lot of content on YouTube as well, so you can actually look it up, learn how to do it, see if it's something that you can do, and I know you can. But basically, it's a very good system. It works very well. I've used it myself, and highly recommend it.
Ryan coming in. Jamie, what brand are your wall mount dirty towel baskets? So I actually just took these down, but they are Gladiator brand towel baskets. So let me see if I can get a picture to show Ivan.
Where does one buy a Gladiator brand?
Lowe's.
Lowe's, okay.
So I've now removed them and I've added more bottle holders, and I'm going to add floor baskets instead of the wall mount baskets. I wound up not liking the wall mount baskets very much. So I'm going back to just floor multi-bin baskets.
Yep.
And making room for more bottles on the wall.
Good.
Will Ivan and Sylvie be at the birthday bash? We'll see. We're working on it.
We're hoping on it. Yeah.
We're thinking. Cars with Keith. How much does it cost to be in the T.H.O.R Hall of Fame? Is it like a verified badge on Instagram or X? No.
No, it didn't cost me anything. So yes. It was actually a big surprise. So
yeah. And then we just give him a ring. Say, hi, Ivan, you're in the Hall of Fame. Here's your ring. He goes, yep.
Yeah.
Then he walked up.
Safe.
And that was it. That was it.
I said thank you. Come on.
Yeah. Pork chop. Any giveaways?
Today, probably not. Yeah.
We got 100 people on the live stream. That's pretty good. Thanks you, everybody. Let me check the likes. Hold on. Y'all want to do a giveaway, but let's see if y'all gave back first. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the likes at? 31 likes. I think we can get those likes up. If we get the 50 likes, I'll come up with something for Thor to give away for the people on
in the
this
next
Saturday
8
morning.
minutes. Yeah.
Saturday afternoon. Yeah. Yep, 8 minutes. All right, let's get through these questions. Can I use red jeweling pad on the 25mm DA?
Yes.
There you
go. Not as good a finish as on the rotary, but yes, you can.
There you go. Yeah. Question: can TPS be white labeled? No, but our new ceramic protection spray, when it gets here, you're going to enjoy it. Mike Kaufman, is the Scott sprayer loud?
Yeah, it's not exactly quiet, but it's not on all the time either.
Yeah. Pop Detail Shop. What's going on, sir? What is the main difference between SEMA and MTE?
You want to go to MTE. SEMA is a big party. Look at it that way. It's for us to connect business to business, whereas MTE is a lot more education, a better place to go. And by the way, if we haven't answered your questions during the live stream, put them in the comments afterwards, and I'll happily go in and answer all the questions.
Yeah. SEMA's a showcase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas MTE is more intimate.
Yeah, I do try and provide, actually because you do live streams as well, we try and provide definitely, more educational showcase on our live streams, that kind of deal. So we try and bring more to the SEMA experience for sure for everyone who can't show up.
Yeah.
This year will be the same kind of deal.
And if you want to go to SEMA, start applying for your badges now.
Oh, yeah. Big time. The T.H.O.R. Hey, Yvan, Omaha area detailer here, launching my own mobile detail business after 10 plus years detailing with special advice for making the jump professionally. And is there a way I can contact offline?
Yeah, Yvan at DIYdetail.com. And other than that, look at my other channel, Detailers Business Academy. You'll probably find some interesting nuggets there to help you out. And congrats.
Any update on pad washer?
Yeah, legal limbo.
Legal limbo. Yvan, have you tried any of the new detail code? What do you think?
Yes, microfiber wash and the wireless wash. What I've tried, I like.
Oh, yeah, you do try those. Suggestion for winter wash on coated car, touchless drive-through, self-serve bay, pre-wash straight home, rinseless. What you think?
If you have a garage, then yeah, either the touch-free car wash or the self-serve bay, and then drive it home and do a rinseless wash there.
When did glossy tires become taboo in detailing, Yvan?
When the 13-inch tire and 75% sidewalls went away.
Questions are still coming in. We're getting down to the wire. Jay-Z, when will DIY detail foam applicators be available at both store and DIY?
They should be back in stock this week.
Yeah. And we'll get those live on the website ASAP. Yvan, have you tried the GS compound as a one-step with the waffle pad?
Yeah, I prefer gold standard polish with the wool pad.
How long to wait to ceramic coat after bodywork repaint was done to the car, and planning to use hydrant?
Once it's cooled down out of the booth, go for it. A lot of painters will tell you 30, 90 days. Yeah. That comes from days when we had high VOC clear coats. We don't have that anymore. There's no more off-gassing. It used to be, I had body shops. You'd paint a car, and a week later, you'd walk 5 feet from the car, and it would still smell like fresh paint. Today, out of the booth, if there's no denibbing to be done, you can coat it. In my shops, and again, this was 10 years ago, we would actually coat them in the paint booth. So we'd paint the car. It looks good. There's no denibbing to be done. There's no runs, whatever. Just coat it before it comes out of the booth. That way we don't have to wash it. We don't have to decontaminate it. We'd actually coat them before taking the tape off sometimes too. So,
Jay Townsend, can spray and rinse get to a point of a 1-year ceramic coating? Dang, that'd be nuts.
I'm sure we can. It's going to take a bit of, a little more engineering behind it, and it will take, so we do have one in the works that is there. The problem is you have to follow instructions. If you don't follow the instructions, you end up with a streaky mess. And, with any spray and rinse, people have streaking problems. I can guarantee you this might sound rude, but if you're having streaking problems with like quick beads or Carpro Hydro 2 or whatever spray and rinse sealant you're using, you're the problem. It's not the product. So
yeah, they are getting pretty stout. So I could see that one day for sure. What microfiber wash are you using to clean all of your towels?
T.H.O.R microfiber wash. Is there another one? Yeah, there's not another one that even comes close.
Kapow. Is Yvan making bus cheese at the birthday bash?
If I'm going to the birthday bash, the bus will definitely not be at the birthday bash. So no bus cheese.
No bus cheese. Where's the MTE located? Are enthusiasts restricted to one day?
No, you can visit all 3 days. You have to pay, obviously, and it's at Rosen Shingle Creek in, I think it's Celebration, close to Orlando, one of the suburbs around Orlando there.
Nate Marcy, have you talked about graphene lasting about 3 years so it isn't in the 5 or hydrate? Does adding toppers help to extend the life of the graphene itself in the 3 year? What you think?
Adding something like Quick Beads that has graphene in it, yes. And we're working on a pure drying aid. So a drying aid that doesn't leave protection, but does have graphene in it. So it's going to give you the water spot protection, but no long-term beading or anything like that.
Does the DIY coatings have any kind of ingredients that make it easier to see white metallic paint?
No, unfortunately not.
Yvan, should ceramic have 2 different numbers to represent years of protection and years of hydrophobics?
Ooh,
interesting.
Good one. Maintenance has everything to do with that. So I have coatings that I applied in 2007. So we're going on 20 years now that they're properly maintained, never any toppers, but the coating is still performing and beading. And I have coatings when we're applying coatings professionally that, 6 months later, they're not beading anymore. It's how the customer maintains the vehicle more than anything else.
Duck Pond coming in. What's the DIY cooking in the R&D section?
Interior products, some exterior products, drying aids, and one product that doesn't exist on the market in any category. But that one we're keeping close-lipped on until it actually comes out.
Jim says birthday bash the whole weekend in September. No, so the warehouse is closed on the weekend, and Monday morning, all day Monday is going to be September 21st, the birthday of Thor. One day only. We'll be there for a little bit longer, but to film, to work. We're going to be there to work.
Yeah.
But September 21st is the fun day. All right, we've caught up with questions. We have 64 likes. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, everybody.
There we go. Still have 100 people too. So
yep, 100 people. What Q&A. Great job, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's give away some microfiber wash from T.H.O.R. Yeah, microfiber wash. I'll do the gallon. Sweeten the deal a little bit for you. So big giveaway. Yeah, nice big giveaway for everyone. Pick a number 1 through 10. Go.
Me?
No, them.
Oh, them. Okay.
I'll type my number to Yvan so we both know. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see.
Oh, no.
No. Sean Barber.
There
you go. Email me, Jamie, at thehouseofrags.com, and I'll get you your microfiber wash, sir. There we go, everybody. We did it. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. LaCroix, for Saturday afternoon. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I think it was a very successful Q&A. I think we should do more of them.
And tune in to Nick at Night tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yep.
And on the DIY channel at 1 p.m. or at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our regular Sunday video.
Beautiful. All right, everybody. Keep on hitting that like, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Appreciate y'all.